Mrs. Breshik here. This week we are going to be learning a little bit or being reminded about color theory. So after we've watched the video, we'll be creating our own color wheel. So third graders are doing a very simple one, simple color sheet. And the fourth and fifth graders will be doing something more complex. Okay, so just looking and hopefully being reminded of the knowledge that we have. So looking at the fourth and fifth grade one, it's asking us some questions. So initially, let's just go with the basic and then adding our secondary colors. And if you have time, you're going to move down to here. We will save these sections for a little bit later, maybe later on this week. Okay, so we're going to do this just after watching the video to be reminded of how to set up our color wheel, because the color wheel and the order is very important. Once you're done with that, you're then going to do your rough draft for your name, your graffiti name. So let me go get that real quick. This is our graffiti name that we are going to be working with. So notice that it is color wheel connected, that we're going to be using primary colors and then the secondary colors. And then you'll notice my name has two different colors above and below the line. And these are actually the complements. So we'll learn about complementary colors and what they are. So to get this started, you all will have a sheet of paper like this. The first thing to do is not to fold it in half. So the first thing to do is create diagonal lines from corner to corner. They can either be straight or they can be curvy or have some squiggles and wiggles. So I'm going to go from one corner, and I kind of like the waviness, go to the other corner. And I'm going really dark so that hopefully you can see my lines. Where they intersect, the middle, that's where you might need a ruler to place right on that X. So you're going right here where the lines intersect. And you're going to make a horizontal line, and it can be a squiggly one as well. So you're creating three lines. You do not need a vertical line. Do not create a vertical line. Okay. Once you have this, you're then going to, and I'll move it down more, space out your name. I used my last name, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 letters. So that means 4 have to be spaced on one side of the center and 4 on the other. To kind of plan it out, the best thing to do is to make little vertical lines. So if this is my center, I know I'm going to have my S on one side and my H on the other, and then I'm going to go backwards. E, R, B, I, K, E. So I have the lines of where my letters are going to be placed. Notice that they are above and below the horizontal line. That's really important. Once you have them spaced, you're now going to create either bubble letters or block letters. I'm going to go with first just putting my letters down using the lines. Again, notice that my pencil is very light, because if I make a mistake, I can erase. So I very lightly wrote my name. You could use your first name. I wrote my last name. Now I'm going to take these stick letters and make them into either block or bubble. One way of doing that is just using that as a skeleton. I'm then going to go around and make my letters have what's called more volume. So this is just my rough draft. So I have plenty of rough draft paper. Once you get the real paper, I don't have plenty of that. So you want to make sure you're comfortable with creating your letters. So these are my bubble letters. I have, again, them both on the above the line and below. That's about all that we'll get done today. So enjoy working with the color wheel, so creating your very own color wheel, and you're going to use this as a reference. So if the fifth grader, you'll have a few more circles, and if you're third grade, you'll have the really basic color wheel. Okay, once you're done with that, we're going to work on how to start making a rough draft. This is just a rough draft so that you have an idea of what we're doing when we create our graffiti nameplate. So enjoy learning about colors or being reminded about color wheel, and then starting your rough draft. See you next time.